Last night, Marvel killed it in Hall H, and we needed a little bit of time to take it all in, to process all of it. Kevin Feige officially announced Endgame passed Avatar and named this Phase 4. We're in Phase 4. They announced 5 movies and 5 new series for their Disney Plus platform through 2021. So let's get into the movies. Let's be there, let's get into it. They announced Black Widow coming out May 1st, 2020. And the cast is incredible. I mean, obviously, Scarlett Johansson.
I mean, come on. Yeah.
She's in it.
Yes.
Not a surprise.
Not a surprise,
Right?
but
Like-
it's awesome to see more of her.
Yeah, it will answer a lot of questions. It will answer a lot of questions about Natasha's, where she comes from, why and how she is the way that she is, and then also will reveal. I can't even say anything. Oh God, there's just nothing I can say. We do get to Budapest, though. Now we know that we do get to Budapest. So there, I can say that.
It'll be great to see more. The fans want more. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
And looking for more of that kind of the spy vibe that everyone really loved about Captain America Winter Soldier coming back, and this is just a full-on Marvel spy movie, which is great. I mean, nobody has superpowers as far as we can tell.
It's gonna be great. Also, we know David Harbour is gonna be in this, and in a crazy counterpoint, he's playing a Russian. He was just fighting Russians in Stranger Things 3.
Right. It's all going to be linked
Spoiler?
together. Basically, he's going to be captured by the Russians at the
Yes.
end and brainwashed, and now he's a
And
Russian
this
agent.
is now-
See it all, which ties
All
the
the
Stranger
pieces
Things
matter.
universe into the Marvel universe.
Yes. To
So
be
many
clear, this is
multiverses.
not- This could be the multiverse.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that's coming.
It's all connected through the East Hawkins Mall,
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
But interestingly
Chips
enough, I mean,
ahoy.
Oh, that would actually be a really cool idea for a series.
Yeah, let's do it. Take it, make
Or-
it, TM'd it right now.
It's cool.
Whatever. Sorry,
It's cool.
I'm rich now.
But I think
Yeah.
the thing that was interesting is that Black Widow is the next movie, but
Yeah.
it was kind of not the biggest story among the movies to come out. They just dropped bombs left and right.
Well,
Yeah.
we knew Black Widow. Like,
Yes.
we kind of knew.
They were already shooting it. Some photos came out.
Yeah. And we know that it takes place between Civil War and Infinity War. So we know, kind of where we're centered in terms of the timeline. I'm excited. I think it's going to be cool to see.
Definitely.
I wonder how they're going to thread the needle of, like, we already know, or do we, how the story ends? I don't know. Another big announcement was Eternals. So we got a date for that too. November 6th, 2020. There's Richard Madden, that was news from last night, as Icarus. We already knew Angelina Jolie, but we got Kumail.
We knew that was coming. But now we know who everybody's playing. We trotted out the whole cast. Anytime Marvel trots out a giant ensemble cast in Hall H, it's always a pretty exciting
It's cool.
moment.
It's also nice to see your friends do well. Kumail, shout outs to you. I know you, I love you, I see you. You're doing great.
And he looks pretty jacked.
I love you, I see you.
He's getting in superhero shape.
Well, you got to. I mean, you have to be like, shredded like a julienne salad to stack up with the rest of these people, and nerds can't do this, okay? So just, watch out.
Our physiology is the same as yours. We can get jacked too. It's just that we don't want
We
to
don't want
usually,
to.
okay?
It's gross.
Speak for yourself, man.
Because it's
I mean,
gross. It's
you know.
gross.
No, you're yoked, bro. Don't even worry about it.
Thank you. I was looking. I was
I'm actually
fishing for that.
I was uncomfortable that we weren't addressing it, and now that we have addressed it, we can move on.
That's good. But I think the Eternals is really interesting because I think that this is a comic that not a lot of your mainstream moviegoers know.
Yeah.
And it's going to be another test of Marvel's ability to really sell these characters that are going to be new to a lot of people.
Yeah, they are kind of introducing them for the first time. There's also the mythology aspects of it, which feels like a departure for. Are we going to get a history lesson? I don't know. Another big announcement was Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Got a date for that too. Marvel really heavily committing to dates here, which feels like a bold move. February 12th, 2021. And we know that Shang-Chi is going to be played by Simu Liu.
Yes.
Who was cast
cool.
apparently on Tuesday.
That's
What?
Yes.
insane.
Like Tuesday
This
of this
past
week.
Tuesday. And
Like
then
he
showed up on the
signed-
stage at Comic-Con on Saturday.
I like his style.
Wow.
Yeah.
Also, I think I read that he kind of talked this into reality, where he he was like, when the movie was announced, he's like, get at me on Twitter.
In 2018,
to Marvel.
he tweeted at Marvel and was like, let's talk.
Yeah.
And there you go.
This, I feel like maybe the real story of this Comic-Con is hearing about people, because Henry Cavill did the same thing with Witcher, of people being like, I'd love to play that, and studios being like, that's a good idea.
Well, sure.
I've done that to Spike Lee 20 times, and he's like, hard pass. All right. Anyway,
Keep doing
it's
it,
gonna
keep
be.
doing it, keep doing
I think
it.
it's pretty dope. And then we get to see. We already mentioned the Mandarin.
That's kind of the big story
I know
to come out of
that.
Shang-Chi,
Yeah.
because I think a lot of people were really bummed with the Mandarin twist in Iron Man 3. I personally enjoyed it, but not everybody was on board.
Yeah.
And so now it's like, this is the true Mandarin, the real villain, who's got, who's actually scary and not a...
Well, it's a stagger start, because what Ben Kingsley like presented you was like fake Mandarin,
Right.
even though you're like, oh, it's like a paper tiger, and now you're getting the real deal.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
It was
interesting.
Although I was kind of hoping for Fin
nothing.
Fang Foom, honestly. The dragon from the Marvel Universe.
Well,
Deep cut, but...
I think it's safe to say there will probably be a Shang-Chi 2,
Here's hoping.
3, 4, 5, 6. Phase 7.
Phase 7,
we'll get it.
I believe Aquafina's in this as well.
Yes,
correct?
that's true.
Aquafina, also another friend. I know everybody, guys.
Wow.
All right, I know everybody.
Well, this
Hold
next
on,
movie-
that's her calling right now. How you doing, girl?
What do you call her?
Okay, Ox.
Ox?
Yo, Ox, what's
That's what I would
good?
call her, too.
So glad you're in the movie. No, it's nobody. Okay, can we just continue?
Yeah, I mean, well, this next
Sorry.
movie is starring a friend of mine. Doctor Strange
Yeah.
in the Multiverse of Madness was announced. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Friend of yours?
No.
I didn't know you knew Cumbies.
You could have told... I would have
Cums?
believed you.
You're friends with Cumbies?
I would have believed you.
You're friends with Cumbies? Yeah.
I walk his dog. Go ahead.
Cool.
Please.
Scarlet Witch is going to be in
Yes.
Doctor Strange 2, which is big news for me. She's my favorite Avenger.
I think the two biggest things that jumped out here for me, one, the title, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, is the most Jack Kirby era comic movie title we've ever had. It's just so bananas, and I love
I
it.
wonder if it's
great,
actual
though.
confirmation of
A
what was,
multiverse, right?
what
Yeah.
was sort of teased, but I don't think you could even really call it a tease in Far From Home.
Yeah.
Or if they're going to continue to mess with our minds.
Who knows?
I don't know.
I mean, there is madness in the title. And then the other
Yeah.
thing I think is that the director, Scott Derrickson, said it's going to be a horror film. They're going to try to go scary.
Really?
So, it seems like with Phase 4, Marvel is they're getting a little experimental now. They're going to try some different genres. They're going to really break the factory Marvel mold a little
This
bit,
is like
and I
their
think that's
college
pretty
years.
exciting. Yeah,
Someone's
exactly.
offering them a little bit of acid at a party, and they're like, you know what?
We'll
if
try
not
that.
now, when?
Yeah.
Well, I like them getting away from like just the tropes of origin stories,
Right.
and just like totally experimenting with other kind of variations. I think that's really
Genres,
great.
why not? More big news. Somehow, there's more big news. Thor, the title we got for Thor 4, which we knew Taika was coming back to direct, but they officially revealed that it's called Thor, Love and Thunder, which I saw people pissed off about on Twitter, and I would like to officially say, you don't get it.
I mean,
you don't get what's fun about Thor.
What
You
I'd
don't
like to
love it.
ask is what it's like to go through life as a person who can't experience joy if you hate that title.
It's
Come
so
on!
funny.
Yeah.
Love and Thunder?
Love and Thunder.
But this was, I think, honestly, other than the thing they dropped at the last minute, which we're probably going to get to, this was the biggest moment of the movie side of the panel, because not only did you drop this title, I mean, we knew Taika Waititi
Well,
was coming back, but then
I think you could make a case that there was a bigger movie announcement.
I don't know, but what
Yeah.
But this
Let's-
is
yeah,
Then they
so-
try. So the big thing here, I think, was that they brought out Natalie Portman again, Jane
Sure.
Foster. Okay, she's been in the movies, and then they handed her Mjolnir, which everyone is pretty much taking to mean that we are going to see Jane Foster, the mighty Thor, from the comics.
And I think it took
movie.
Cap a long ass time to get to wield that hammer, and they just handed it to Natalie.
Yeah.
So if I were Chris Evans, I'd be like, excuse?
I was just gonna say, Love and Thunder. Is that a reference to the Men at Work song?
Stop.
Yeah,
Is
yeah. I come from the land down under. Blowing Men
And
Thunder.
they're
I don't know.
I think there's some kind of Love and Thunder. I mean, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's just say yes.
Am I wrong?
Let's just say yes.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Where's the lie?
no one's gonna say that you're wrong, so that means
But the mighty,
right.
but the mighty
there's
Thor.
there's an Australian kind of theme running, New Zealandy,
It's
Kiwi thing
entirely
running.
different
Thor
country.
day.
There's a whole. But they share air defense.
I just want to get in there. But the Mighty Thor comic run is fantastic. If you haven't checked it out, you should definitely check it out. In which Jane Foster wields the power of Thor.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm excited to see that on screen.
So Kevin Feige wrapped the panel by addressing everything that he didn't get to address. Maybe they're saving it for D23. And at the end, he officially announced a bunch of stuff. Black Panther 2. Again, it's like, we
knew that was
we
coming.
knew that was coming. Captain Marvel 2, sure, we knew. Guardians 3, we knew. Fantastic Four. Said that mutants are coming.
Yeah.
Which,
So
sure.
people have been speculating on this since the merger.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Yeah.
something that's been out there.
It's gonna be cool. And then I think this is the part that I was like, this might be the biggest news. Mahershala Ali came out to announce that he's playing Blade. Two things like, oh, you're doing Blade again. That was huge news. And then Mahershala Ali is playing Blade.
I mean, this is
great.
This is the
news.
thing with Marvel at San Diego Comic-Con. Right? They do this hour-and-a-half long panel, dropping bombs left and right, and then they're about to wrap up. Oh, by the way, here's the biggest news of the
know.
entire con.
It's almost like
crazy.
they know how to entertain people.
I know, it's
crazy.
weird.
They're
Yeah.
very good at it. It's insane. I mean, it was the first official movie made by Marvel Studios back in the 90s. It's coming back. We've called it, I believe, the first Marvel movie.
I want to see Steven Dorff back, and I
could go-
demand Dorff, and I demand Snipes.
Well, that's
I will
the
be
real-
heard.
Demand.
I will be heard.
I mean, I'm with you
Snipes.
on the Snipes front. I
Okay.
think, first of all, I think Mahershala Ali in that part, unbelievably good casting.
So
great.
good.
Although, interestingly enough, he's already in the Marvel universe, having played Cottonmouth in Luke Cage.
yes,
so
yes.
it's kind of a
so
weird
was Martin
crossover.
Starr, so it's
Yeah.
kind of the same thing. But guys, we want to know what you think of the Marvel panel in the comments below. Not above, below.
Steven Dorff.
Hashtag Dorf demands.
Dorff Nation.
Dorf Nation!